She called 911 saying there was a dead body in her driveway, but she was the killer all along. This case is so devastating and terrifying because you never know what people's true intentions are, and what was meant to be a kind gesture of giving someone a ride home turned into a horrific crime. Daniela Tabares Maya was born on May 8, 1998 in Cali, Colombia, and she was raised by her mother Isabella Cristina Tabares, also known as Isa. Daniela was Isa's only child, and the two shared an exceptionally close bond. In 2010, when Daniela was 12, Isa made the difficult decision to immigrate to the US so she could give her daughter better opportunities. They settled in Coral Springs, Florida. As for Daniela, she thrived in the US. She had plans to transfer to Florida International University to study criminal justice. She really enjoyed watching true crime documentaries and listening to true crime podcasts, and she wanted to build a career in forensic science. Outside of school, she actually found a second family at her gym training for warriors, which brings us to the night that everything changed. On Friday, November 22nd, the gym organized a social outing, first to the Silver Spot Cinema in Coconut Creek to watch a movie, and then everyone was going to go to the World of Beer, which was just across the street. So after the movie, the group arrived at the World of Beer, where surveillance footage showed a relaxed atmosphere and Daniela socializing with her friends. But then the entire mood shifted when a woman named Yvonne Serrano arrived. Now, Yvonne was a newer gym member from the 5 a.m. group. She was a wife and a recent empty nester. She would show up at the 5 a.m. class super loud, super energetic, and she was just doing too much. So since the 5 a.m. group didn't really accept her, she tried to get into the 9 a.m. group, but they didn't really like her either. So now at the bar, Yvonne's presence and behavior made several people uncomfortable, and she also drank heavily throughout the night. Daniela and her friends repeatedly moved away when Yvonne would approach them at the bar, but Daniela, being kind and non-confrontational, struggled with how to distance herself without hurting Yvonne's feelings and just making her feel bad. By around 1:25 a.m., most people were already leaving. Daniela said goodbye to her friends and she walked out of the bar, but not alone. She walked out with Yvonne. Daniela was concerned about how drunk she was and she didn't want her to just ride in an Uber by herself, so she offered to drive her home. But sadly, that was the last time that she was seen alive. After leaving the bar at around 1:25 a.m., Daniela texted a friend saying that she was taking Yvonne home, and she also texted her mom reassuring her that she was on her way. However, when her mom Isa woke up around 2:30 a.m. and Daniela still wasn't home, she got really scared. At 5:55 a.m., Yvonne had called 911 to report a dead woman in her driveway, claiming she didn't know who she was. Police arrived and found Daniela shot once in the forehead, partially inside her car. Sadly, she was pronounced dead at the scene.